Hey, it's about time I made a video, and today we got it. We're going over it. The Shake Primer. I finally caved and bought the supposed most viral primer on the market. So it's the KVD Vegan Beauty, right? No, this is KVD. Well, it's the KVD Shake Primer. And it's one of those like biomolecular where it has the two colors and you shake it up, the clear at the top, the black at the bottom. Shake it and it makes little gray molecules in the bottle. Let's see. It applies clear, enhances true color of any eyeshadow, helps prevent fading and creasing, and extends wear. Directions for use. Shake well to mix, remove cap, press button at the bottom of the bottle to dispense 1 drop, use finger to blend on lids, let dry for a few seconds before applying eyeshadow. Tip, a little goes a long way. Okay, so it's a high impact eyeshadow primer. Ingredients consist of where are your ingredients? They're on the inside. I'm not reading that. All right, so ingredients consist of aqua, water, isinocaine, hydrogenated polycyclopridine, glycerin, tripcaprilin, fexanol, black 2, Larif 20, butane glycol, 1 and 2 hexidol. Do y'all? So I only know 4 of those ingredients. But let's find out. I've been shaking it really, really well, and it really separates extremely quickly. So it says to just put 1 drop. So I'm gonna put 1 drop right there on my brow bone. Oh, it's swelling. And I'm gonna pat it in with my finger because that's what I see everyone else doing. And I'll bring this all the way up to my eyebrow because apparently with this you don't have a line of demarcation like you do with concealer. And I'm gonna also pat this out over here. Okay, so a little does go a really long way. But this also kind of feels like a rose oil, like a primrose oil. Like, it kind of feels like that. So it's kind of getting a little tacky, a little bit. Let me give it a second and then I'll get some eyeshadow. Alright, so I grabbed my Temi Clark X Revolution Tropical Carnival palette because I'm trying to use it up before I buy any more. And I personally use eye primers for bright colors. So I want to go with the brightest colors. I want to go with like orange, yellow, maybe even this little green. So I think I'm going to go first in with the yellow. I'm going just with a clean blending brush and I'm really going to pack it on just to hope that this does something. And my hopes aren't high. It didn't even really, it kind of matted out. I don't know how to explain it, but it's not giving a lot of color payoff. It looks like I kind of put on banana powder. So I'm going to keep blending that on. It doesn't even look like I'm blending it on because it comes off with no color. But oh well. I'm going to go in with that orange. The orange I have higher hopes for. You can see it for sure. I don't know if it's high impact. I feel like it's coming out a lot darker than it actually is, but that might also be because I'm very melanin inclined. Apparently I'm considered deep dark. I don't know how. So I'm going back in with like a second and a third layer of that orange, and it's showing up for sure. I wouldn't say it's the same shade it is in the pan. Let me try with that red, because I always add a little red. Okay, so the red definitely showing up. The red definitely showing up. Showing up and showing out. So I think I also want to go in with the other eye with like concealer. I'm going to use the cheapest concealer I have just to give this eye primer a running shot. This is literally cheapest concealer I have. And then let's just dab that on. It's a white one because that's what I use every day. Even when I use brown eyeshadow, I use a white base. Unless I'm feeling lazy. So we'll just blend that out. So I know with this, I will get a slight line of demarcation here over by my brow bone, of course, and on my lash line and over by the upper part of my brow bone. But that's expected. That's a risk you take. You just gotta keep blending, 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 or you gotta literally carve out your brows with white. And I don't play that game. I also use the Becca Illuminating Primer today underneath my foundation. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. So I'm gonna clean my brush, beat the devil out of it real quick. Ooh, beat the devil out of it so hard that a curl popped out. Ooh. So I'm gonna go in back with that same yellow, and we're gonna see it again. So comparing this right here to here, and we're gonna pat and then blend. Just comparing. I'm sorry if you can hear the dryer going off in the background. That is evidence of my laziness, and also I got distracted after my intro by toast, because I don't know why, I just love toast. And so I went in with that orange, and it is showing a lot more light than it does on this side. Let me get in close. I don't know if you can see focus. So it does show a lot more light than it does on this side. And I think that also has to do with it being a clear primer. And it doesn't have all the grip that everyone was talking about. Like everyone was saying that it's very sticky. My eyelids feel stuck together. My under eyes feel stuck. And I had that issue with the Milk Hydro Primer, you know? This is not in focus. But I had that issue with the Milk Hydro Primer, that it was sticky, it was making my eyelids hurt. Because it was sticky, it was making my eyelids hurt. And so we're just going to go over the differences. So this is the side done with concealer. You can see the red, the orange, the yellow. And then this is the side done with the Shake Primer. I feel like it did blend together better on the Shake Primer, but I did not get color payoff. I personally, no, because it's also $23. Do you know how many of these I could get for $23? I could get this and this for $23. Maybe even this. All for this. How much product do you even get in here? Let me read. 0.17 fluid ounces. 5 milliliters. 5 milliliters. Whew. We need more cocaine than that. Okay, and then the next thing I want to check with this primer is, like, can I cut my crease with it? Can I, like, carve things out with it? Like, I don't think I can. Like, I'm doably convinced. So I'm just going to put, like, a half a drop. Not even. I'm just going to wet my fingertip on it. And I'm going to dab it on and see if I can, like, rehydrate the area. And I'm going to do the same method using concealer. And then I'm going to use the same shimmer shade for both. So it definitely patted on and blended out a lot easier than the concealer, and a lot more evenly. And it's getting a little tacky. The concealer is definitely way more tacky though. I cannot lie about that. The concealer is way more tacky. So I'm just going to go in with the Super Shock Parasol, and I'm going to just go in with a flat brush with a little bit too much product. Oh! Oh my goodness. So that stuck to it really well. I don't know if you can see. It stuck to it really, really well. I don't know if I can get like a clean, harsh line, but that's not even what we're looking for. We're just looking if the shimmer can go on. Whoa, okay. So I am genuinely surprised. I don't know if you guys can see, but the Super Shock looks better on the Shake Primer side than it does on the concealer side. Hey, so I'm editing this and I just realized that I'm out of focus the whole time, and I don't know if it's me, the camera, or whatever software I'm using to edit it. Alright, so here is the Shake Primer side, and then here's the concealer side, and it honestly came out better on the Shake Primer side. So I'm like genuinely shocked at like how well the shimmer showed up. It's not shocking enough for me to think spending $25. So I went to go blend some eyeshadow on the edges and I just kind of flew off. But it's not shocking enough for me to think, oh, let me keep this. Let me use this every day. You can't get like a hard line with it because it's kind of like drawing with water. Like, I don't know. I put on a full face of foundation for this. Is that what I'm thinking? That's what kind of going through my head. I also did like a wear test where I did a swatch of a blue eyeshadow, like a bright blue, over Shake Primer and then over nothing. And then I waited like maybe an hour and then just swiped over it gently with my ring finger. And it just kind of flew away. It like did not stay. It was kind of devastating. And then like, I kind of want to do that today because I don't think I want to wear this, but let me do lashes and base and then we can actually look at the final project, compare the final project, and then get into that swatching and swiping. So I throw on some eyeliner and my favorite lashes, the A6s from Sexy Sheep. Bye. And I'm actually really happy with the eyeshadow. I can't even get mad at how it turned out because it's not bad. It's not a bad primer. It's really not. It's just not high impact for someone like me. Maybe if you're sharing up the street or a young Irish woman, you can use it and get the high impact that you're looking for. Personally, I don't find it for me because I'm very melanin inclined. And to be honest, I really only wanted to review it because I haven't seen anyone who looked like me who had reviewed it. So I'm just like, how am I supposed to get my bright yellow eyeshadow with a clear primer? That was the same issue with the W7 primer. Like, it's not going to be high impact for me. Same issue with the Urban Decay. Anastasia Beverly Hills, no problem with her. She can stay. Always. Every day. But that's about it. So here is just the final look at the left side, which is with concealer. It's a lot lighter. And then here's the final look at the right side with the Shake Primer. The shimmer on the Shake Primer, I can't even lie, looks amazing. It really does. And that's what makes me frustrated because I don't want to have this sitting around on my shelf, $25 for a cut crease. I have like the cut crease canvas. I have so many things that I could cut a crease with. Even with this concealer, I feel it works better for loose pigments, but I just use this because I like this shimmer with this color combo. Bottom line. And I also was like, let me use a nice shimmer so I could give both these a fighting chance. I'm sure the concealer one would have turned out better if I used a brush rather than my finger, but I wanted to make it fair all around, so I used my finger for both. But let me know what you guys think. I'm actually really happy with this look. Little Miss Secretary. Also, remember when this launched at JCPenney's over the summer? To talk about it, but like, it's ugly, but it's also like absurdly sexy at the same time. It's like mesh, but it's not like a flexible mesh. It's like a pressed mesh. It's hard. It's like, I don't know what I'm feeling with it, but I'm feeling it. But yeah, so overall, I'd say if you're lighter, I don't want to even say lighter, but lighter, paler, I don't really know. If you're not looking for brightness, then go for it. If you want a little bit of a luxury product to just feel luxurious and fun, and you want to shake it, it's so much fun to shake. Don't let your 3-year-old get a hold of it. They might eat it. Oh. But yeah, if you're not looking for like a high impact neon color, go for it. Live with it. If you just need something for every day, you're just using some brown eyeshadow and it's basically matching your skin tone already, go for it. But if you're one of those girls who's like, I gotta add my hydro liner, I gotta put my rainbow cut crease, I wouldn't recommend it unless you're very light, very pale. But yeah, overall, I don't like it personally. I'm not gonna recommend it, but I'm not saying it's garbage. It's not garbage. It's just not for me, for what I need. But yeah, thanks so much for watching my video, my little first impression and review. I hope you have a good one. Please stay tuned. Please subscribe and like if you want. You don't have to. But if you don't, I'd lock my windows. But yeah, bye! Side note, it's been about 30 minutes, but I think because the formula is so thin, it won't crease. Kind of like this concealer, it's a very thick, chunky boy. Very thick, so I feel like that's why it would maybe crease. Normally it doesn't crease because I don't normally put a lot, but I feel like that might be what keeps it from creasing. I don't know. But my opinion is kind of swayed and weird on this because it's clear, and I personally am looking for the lightness. I like my eyeshadow light, but I also am not mad at the deep blending on here because I feel like this blends into your skin tone, you know? I don't want to say get it, but I don't want to say don't get it.